What's going on, guys? My name is Christopher and welcome to It's Complicated, the show where I talk about and showcase wristwatches. So if you love watches like I do, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button, then click on the bell, and you'll be all set. Today, I'm going to be talking about two surprises I had when buying my pre-owned Rolex Submariner. Here we go. So in 2017, I purchased this 2008 Submariner Date from a site called watchchest.com. This is a really special watch because it's the best of both worlds between the ceramic and the pre-ceramics. This, of course, is a pre-ceramic, but it also features solid end links, a no-holes case, and it has that engraving on the inner bezel, or the rehaut, if you will. They only made them like this for a little over 3 years. So this is already a more limited piece than the current ceramic sub dates. I plan on doing a full review of this watch eventually, but today I have a different story. So I received the watch, I had it authenticated just in case. I was very happy with the purchase. Then it occurred to me that I never found the laser etched crown at the 6 o'clock on the crystal. And you can tell by the shot here, it's almost impossible to get with a, well, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. Look directly to the left of the 6 o'clock indice, and you can see the laser etched crown on the crystal. So I tried using the zoom on my camera to find it, and I just couldn't find it. So eventually I went to my AD and asked him to check it out with his loupe, and he said, nope, not there. So it wasn't there. It wasn't there at all. So I had a chat with the watchmaker, and he told me that it could be a genuine Rolex crystal, just an older one without the laser etched crown, but you'd have to take it out to examine it for sure. So I told him what I paid for the watch, and I asked him if it's something I should send the watch back over, and he said no. He said whenever it was time for a service, he'd replace it then. So I hit up Chris at watchchest.com and told him the discovery, and he said if he ever came across a deal on a genuine crystal, he'd let me know. Needless to say, I didn't hear from him. So fast forward 1 year, and the watch has appreciated quite nicely. I was looking at a screw on the side of the bracelet one day, and it was really chewed up. Now this is the replaced version, but it was so chewed up, I was like, man, I should just get that replaced. So Chrissy at the AD was looking at the bracelet, kind of perplexed. She told me to hold on, went down to the watchmaker, came back and informed me that this was an aftermarket link. Now let me show you. Of course, I have that now. This is what was chewed up. There should be a hole here. Also, this watch being a pre-ceramic, it features hollow center links. This center link is solid, as you can see looking at it here. So I asked how much it was to get it replaced, and I chose to get it replaced. Then I started thinking about the crystal too. And I said to hell with it. Let's just get it all replaced and back to original, because you never know when Rolex is going to decide they're not going to make the hollow center link replacement parts anymore. You never know when they're going to change something in the crystal and then it wouldn't really be an original piece. And I don't wear this watch all that often, so I don't know when it is going to need a service. I talked to an independent jeweler, and he was telling me that he knows of a guy that's had the same watch keeping good time for over 20 years. Granted, he doesn't wear it that much. So I didn't want to wait 20 years to get the crystal replaced, or wait 10 years even to get the crystal replaced or that link replaced. So now it is all back in fighting condition. So here's the old crystal that was in it. No laser etched crown on the 6 o'clock. I believe this is a genuine Rolex crystal, just an older version. And this is the Teflon gasket that attaches to this. So I'm probably going to sell this as a 1-2 combo deal on eBay and recoup some of the fee I paid to get the crystal and the link replaced. So this is it back in all of its glory. I will say the magnification on the date window is about the same. It might be a little better, but it's definitely more clear. They do not have anti-reflective coating on the front of the crystal like Omega does, but they do have an anti-reflective coating under that Cyclops. And I'm not sure if that's the way it was in 2008, but this thing is pretty much back to as original as it needs to be. And if something were to go horribly wrong in my personal finances, I could always flip this, box papers, everything, no questions asked. This is probably my favorite watch in my collection. So why am I telling everybody this? Why am I discussing a crystal and one link on a Rolex Submariner Date that I bought pre-owned well over a year ago? Well, it just shows that you never know what kind of surprises you're going to find when buying pre-owned. You just have to be that much more careful. Now, I have no reason to think that Chris over at Watch Chest sold this watch knowing those two faults, but he definitely could have, and I definitely won't be buying anything from watchchest.com again. Luckily, the watch is still worth more than the original price I paid for it, plus the 2 minor repairs. I made another video about why you should be careful buying pre-owned. You can check that out here. So let me know what you guys think. Have you had a similar experience? Have you had maybe even a worse experience? I would love to hear your story. I might even talk about it on the show. And that wraps up another episode of It's Complicated. Don't forget to subscribe to the show, like this video, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you next time on another episode of It's Complicated.